Yo, what is up guys? Too new for you to handle, and today I have a brand new video for you guys, something a little different. It's going to be the top 10 noobiest perks in Call of Duty history, because you know I'm just all about being a noob, and I'm really excited to give you guys this video. I've been working on it for a long time, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. Leave a like if you do, and let's start at number 10. Coming in at our first spot at number 10, we have ×3 Frags from CoD 4. Now, this was a blue perk, and what it did was, obviously, it gave you 3 frags from the standard one, which was, in my opinion, super annoying and cheap, especially on this map Bog. Here in the gameplay you see, I'm just chucking them around the map and people are walking into them. It's obviously really aggravating for them, especially since I'm throwing them on the domination points, which makes this perk really good for domination. And I'd say probably search and destroy and demolition too, because they both have bomb sites where you can throw the grenades. But in this game, just throwing them all over the place, you're usually going to at least get 1 kill per life, which is pretty nice, because if you have 1 normal frag grenade and you lose it, you really can't supply it back or anything in this game. But they're super good, and they're really annoying to get killed by, because no one normally has more than 1 grenade. And that makes it a really cheap perk in this game, but there are plenty of other perks in this list that are more annoying than this. But I felt this one fit in pretty well, and it was one perk that, you know, not a lot of people even know about. And it technically is a perk, but it really only just gives you extra frags, so you can call it what you want, but that here on the list, it's number 10. Here at number 9, we have Hardline from Modern Warfare 3, and you guys probably didn't expect to see this one on the list at all, but hear me out. This is a really good perk from Modern Warfare 3, because 2 assists, or at least the pro version, 2 assists count as a kill, and you get death streaks faster, just like MW2. But see, in this game, you get the 2 assists count as a kill, which is super nice, because assists will carry over from each life. So say I got an assist in 1 life, died, and then an assist in another life, that would actually count as a kill, which is very common with a lot of people, where people get their kills stolen from them or something. And what makes it super powerful is in this game they had the support streaks, so you could just keep getting support streaks and dying, and half the time you only end up with like 10 kills a game, but you have so many assists that you got like 2 EMPs or something ridiculous like that. And here in the gameplay, I'm just doing a UAV and counter UAV spam, and I don't even think I get that many kills. I get so many assists count as kills in this gameplay. But when I first got this game, that's like the only perk I used. It was really powerful. I only use support, but assault people, it's very good for them as well, because lots of times you get your kill stolen or something, and it goes through the next life, so sometimes it can be really helpful when you've gotten a couple assists. Here in the number 8 spot, we also have another MW3 perk, and this is actually Recon, which is, in my opinion, one of the most annoying perks to just be put up against. What it does is, if you do any explosive damage to an enemy, that includes flashbangs and concussion grenades, or EMP grenades, it actually shows the enemy as a red triangle, not only on your minimap, but your teammate's minimap. And it's just super powerful. It works very well with Hardline in this game. You can put really cheap setups together, and it's just super OP, especially with people not being able to counter it. There is sort of a counter with dead silence. It allows you to have the effects be not as long as they normally are, but it's still really long. You can see the enemy forever, and the best part is that you actually unlock this perk at level 4 when you unlock Create a Class. So you just start painting enemies and getting assist over assist, and you're not even doing anything half the game really. You're just being annoying. And if you're using Hardline with this perk, you half the time don't even have to get kills to get your stealth bombers and stuff like that. So it's a really, really powerful perk. It's super annoying to get used against, and it's just overall really fun, and in my opinion something that Modern Warfare 3 did good, but at the same time it was another thing that was really cheap. Here at number 7, We have ×2 bouncing Betties from World at War, which is another perk you guys probably didn't expect to see on this list, but I just feel like it was one that was a little better than ×3 Frags and a couple other ones, just because it's basically like an equipment except very powerful. I guess you could say almost like the IED from Ghosts, just because they're super hard to see and you have like no time to get away from them. And here in World at War, lots of people just used the flamethrower, like getting extra ammo at the beginning. So using bouncing Betties, not a lot of people are expecting it. So you're always going to run into those people that just completely are oblivious and run right into them. They're super hard to see, which makes them annoying. And they also, once you walk past one of them, they blow up almost instantly, which means if you don't have Juggernaut, you're going to die no matter what. Up next at number 6 we have Martyrdom from Call of Duty 4. This is a yellow perk that actually allows you to drop a live grenade after death. Yes, that is right, after death you drop a live grenade. Now, it doesn't sound too powerful, does it? Well, here in Call of Duty 4, where the action's actually pretty tight and there's no scavenger, which means a lot of people are going to be running into dead bodies that they've just killed, so it can be really annoying and frustrating when you die by this perk. It was also in MW2 and 3, but as death streaks, and those weren't too annoying because a lot of people used the other ones, and it was also in World at War, but in this game, it was definitely the most annoying perk in the game, especially for people trying to rush and actually get kills and pick up ammo for their next life. Coming in at the number 5 spot is a perk that everyone knows, and it's very self-explanatory. That's Commando from MW2, which basically like doubles your melee range. It's just super insane, and with the melee already being super powerful in this game, where you can just eat bullets, you can just eat bullets at a farther range. And with Marathon and Lightweight, this perk just goes hand in hand with those two, and you're always going to be running around with that jelly on your face, and they're never going to see it coming, and it's really cheap because you start off with it, so that's why it's here on the list. Here at the number 4 spot we have Assassin / Ghost, but more or less Assassin, just because I feel it was a little more powerful, though Ghost was basically the same thing, but had a little more benefits to it. But what Ghost did was it allowed you to have a ghillie suit on and be protected from UAVs, and with the pro version, you couldn't be seen by like enemy helicopters or sentry guns, which is very powerful. But in this game, you can't be seen by obviously the UAVs, which was super annoying, especially with the UAV spam, with the support streak. You're also immune to E and the counter UAV, which were also support streaks in this game, which were super annoying. Counter UAVs are always annoying, and the EMPs are super powerful. But, you know, when those don't affect you, that just makes it 10 times easier to go and kill people. So that's why it's on the list. Coming up at the number 3 spot is Last Stand / Final Stand. Now, specifically Last Stand from Black Ops. You guys know this is probably one of the most aggravating perks ever. Could have almost hit number 1 on my list, but I felt there were 2 other perks that were just a little better. But this perk allows you to basically get downed with a pistol after you've basically technically died. So an enemy will think you're dead, or they will stop shooting at you, and you will just come back with the pistol and start shooting at them. And it's so aggravating to think that you got the kill, you're on a super high kill streak, and someone comes after you. And it's really annoying, because you just get that extra health, and it's super unfair in my opinion, but that's why it makes it a newbie perk, because it's super easy to use and it's super cheap. Here at the number 2 spot we have probably one of my favorite perks in Call of Duty, and that's Danger Close, Sonic Boom, and Fireworks. All these perks do the same thing, but we're going to focus on just the fact that they're really cheap overall. What it does is increases explosive damage by 40%. So in Modern Warfare 2, it increases explosive damage by 40%. But the one reason it's super powerful is because the fact that you could have so many explosive options, unlike Call of Duty 4 and World at War, where if you used a blue perk, then you have a grenade launcher, and if you used a grenade launcher, then you couldn't use a blue perk. So it was kind of hard to determine what you wanted to use, but it was really good in all the games. It was probably not as good in World of War here, as you can see with fireworks, because a lot of people used Juggernaut or stopping power and nothing else. But it was still really fun to use, and most of the time I saw that it negated Juggernaut itself, but it was super fun to use. Never saw a lot of people using it. It was really fun to use the grenade launchers in that game, even though they're very hard to use. But it was super fun to just shoot the grenade launcher and have your enemy blow up into a bunch of chunks. And it's really fun to use, really underrated perk in the other CODs, but in Modern Warfare 2 I think we all know that it was pretty insane. And here it is, guys. The #1 spot goes to One Man Army from MW2. Now you're probably saying, well, that's stupid, because One Man Army itself is not really powerful. It's the danger close and the noob tubes that made it powerful. Well, I'm about to show you a little method that I came up with. What I do is I use 2 claymores, and probably plenty of people use this, but you use 2 claymores, and you use a light machine gun, and you just camp it up. You just camp it up. And the thing that I learned was that instead of reloading your light machine gun, you just go back to your One Man Army pack, and it reloads it faster than an actual reload would take. So you'll see me doing that here in the gameplay. And this perk is so cheap. Though it was the last one unlocked, and the pro version only made you swap classes faster, it's just so powerful because you can change to whatever class whenever you want in the middle of the game. So, you know, that's where the One Man Army noob tubes came from. But in the same thing, I'm using claymores in my light machine gun. And it's super OP. As you can see, I'm placing claymores down just left and right, One Man Armying so I don't have to reload. And it's just camper friendly, noob friendly. It's anyone friendly. Even rushers can use this perk, even though not many people would, because if you're a rusher, you always want to get in people's face. But it's just super powerful, and it's, I think, a perk that Infinity Ward really didn't look at very well when they designed it. But nonetheless, it is super fun to use. I got my first nuke using an ACR silenced with One Man Army on free-for-all. I was camping a little bit, but I mean, you're not going to be always running and gunning. And this is where the legends came upon us here in MW2 with One Man Army noob tubes. As you can see, I am just noob tubing and One Man Armying with danger close, throwing concussion grenades, noob tubing, One Man Armying. It's the most overpowered thing in the world, which makes it the cheapest thing just because it's so easy to use and it takes no skill. And that's really what newbie perks are, perks that anyone can use, good for people that just joined the game. But at the same time, they're really fun to use, and I think that some of these should be in Call of Duty games, but sometimes they do ruin them. One Man Army was a really cool idea, but it really did not work out when you actually played the game. On pencil and paper it was good, but just not good when you let the community take advantage of it. And you can resupply everything. As long as you have different classes, you could switch to another One Man Army class. It reloads ammo and everything, which just makes it so powerful. And you could switch to different classes. It's just probably one of the most cheapest things you could ever do. I don't even know why it was put in the game, but nonetheless, I love using this perk. And it's one thing that makes MW2, even though lots of people say it's ruined, I'd say it wouldn't be as great as it was if there weren't so many flaws in it, even though it would still be pretty fun without those flaws. So that's it for this this top 10 video. Tell me if you guys want to see any more top 10 videos. I really enjoyed making this top 10 video. It did take a lot of work though, so please leave a like if you did enjoy, because it really shows me, guys, that you are liking my videos and you enjoy my content, because I'm really pushing to put some of my videos and stuff out. It takes me a long time to get gameplay, and I don't want to just do commentaries every week, so I want to bring you guys something fresh each week. But that's about it, so I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been too new for you to handle, and I'll see you guys next time.